Hi Stampin' friends, tonight we're using the Sweet Citrus bundle and it's different than normal. It has a lot of variety in it and it has not just a stamp set and something to cut out the stamps, but it also has this amazing, you can use it as a background or you can cut out the center pieces with the stamps. And it is so deeply embossed. I love it. It even is gorgeous on the backside. Like, I'm not sure the backside might not be a better use sometimes. Maybe not on the complete lemon or lime here, but these indented, I don't know if you see, there we are. Those segments look really good on the backside as well. Maybe this looks like a grapefruit, this looks more like a lemon, that kind of thing. So I hope that I'm able to do this set justice tonight because it does have a lot of possibilities, and I don't know that I got everything together as well as I should have to really show you how cute it is. I got out some colors that I wanted to use. I was trying to be different. Stampin' Up! Had used a lot of lemon looks, and I do think it would be gorgeous with yellows and blues because I do like that look, but I was trying to in some way be different. Now I've set up, well, this is really sticky. I don't know if that's going to work for me, but I've set up here my Stamparatus, and I have the segments on this side and I have the liner on this side like this so that I can get them both stamped. Then I have all these little pieces that I cut out that go in there as well. So let's see here, I'm trying to not lose things. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put these in there and just kind of use this little technique as best I can. Now these, if I don't get these right the first time, these will stick. But oh, coconuts, that sounds fun. I can definitely see this looks like a coconut for sure, Shauna. Definitely looks like it. And so you could put the lime. Did they put the lime in the coconut? I did not even think about that. My girls loved singing that little, put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. Yeah, I'm like tone deaf. But anyway, we enjoyed singing that when the girls were little. They had a lot of fun. Okay, I don't know if I can get this one quite right. I think maybe it goes like that. Maybe this one up there. Okay, I'm not doing too well on the visual on the round one because it's not perfectly round. Okay, so we'll pretend that I like that. Right? We can pretend. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is use the, and I'm thinking about this, I want to use the dark on this, but I was thinking that I really wanted to use like some lighter edging on these. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm not absolutely certain. I'm gonna try to get my, oh, here it is. Okay, my granny apple green for this, or maybe, actually, I think the last thing I did with the limes, I think I used garden green because it's nice and dark. And I might go back in with a little granny apple green as well, just to give it a little more intensity. A lime green is, the outside of the lime is not really lime green. I don't know if you feel that way too, but. Okay, if I don't get this right the first time, we're just all in all kinds of trouble. Okay, this is not perfectly lined up. I can see that now. I don't know if I scooched it or what. Just one second. Try to slide it over just a little bit. Yeah, that's not going to work. I don't know what I did, but anyway, you'll get the idea of what I was going for with this, I'm sure. Because, yeah, it's going to be a little off on some of this. Okay, so I'm just mashing that down. I'm going to just go ahead and do it several times because I know one thing that might have looked kind of nice is to use a really light green paper, like maybe this Parakeet Party, and that might have been another look. But with the white, what I kind of like is the idea that it will appear to have an edge on it, whereas the other way it really wouldn't. Okay, so there you can see that one. That one turned out fine. This one turned out probably fine. This is the one that I didn't think was turning out very fine. kind of a weird one. And then this round one that I just could not get in there correctly. It would be better if I knew what I was doing when I was doing that one, sorry. Okay, so then I'm just gonna flip this around now, and I'm gonna use either the Parakeet Party or the Granny Apple Green, but I'm leaning towards the Parakeet Party. So I think it's a lighter, limier green. I can get these to stay in there. I think I should have used a black for my holder, or maybe the thick Whisper White. I just didn't grab it this time. I wasn't thinking. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around so that I have it like this. I'm just gonna kind of imagine, this one didn't need to go back in there. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of scooty scooch. Yeah, that looks like that's not lined up at all. So give me just a second. I am not even gonna stamp that like that. Now these are gonna stick to it, so that will be annoying. Let's see here. This is what I should have done first. So you're just learning right along with me tonight. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Stick that down, and then I'll have to peel these back off again. Well, the whole thing. Fantastic. All right. One good thing about doing this, you can leave this put together like that, and it does make it easier to stamp in the future when you've left it like this. Just put that right back down there, hopefully. We'll just see how this works. This might be something to perfect later. You guys may not. Interesting. See, I don't even like this yet again. It's like last time it was too far the other way. This time it's too far this way. Okay, anyway, I guess I should just kind of let it go and just kind of mash it down. It's not going to be a good fit, but just pretend we don't care. How about that? Okay. So then you can see this did not turn out well, but you get the idea of how to put this together and make a pretty look. So then my plan with this was to layer them like on top of this green, and then maybe use this. So in this I've got a lot of different greens, which is perfect for like a St. Patrick's Day card or something, or for just making your friends like a summer card, like if you were going to have an outdoor party. I think that would be cute. You know, you invite everyone over and say, come over for limeades or whatever. Oh, I didn't shrink this back down. I was laughing about this because I think this really did make the paper a little bit smaller. So I was going to wait. I was like, oh, I got to get this just right. So back to 4. And then here I just need to cut off about 1/4 inch. It may not have been enough, but we'll see. So yeah, that's not bad. That right there, that right there. Put my little stripes. I like my stripes going up and down. Okay, so there you can see that. And then I'm just going to, oops, let me set this aside. I'll lose it. I'm just going to now figure out some sentiments. So there are several. There are enjoy the sweeter things in life, which would be cute. Have a zesty birthday, also would be cute. Thanks a bunch, of course. And then sending you a big squeeze. I love that one. I think that's a funny one. And you could actually, it's not strange to sell someone, you know, kisses, maybe not everyone, but sending someone a big squeeze. I mean, I would say that to like cousins or something. So I think that's kind of a fun one to use. So let me grab this. And then who knows how I'm going to get this on there. I may not do a very good job, but we'll give it a try. Sending you a big squeeze. Okay. Then I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use this light color here. If I don't like it, I can always try again. And when I do this again, I can use some garden green again. So that will match my rind, I guess you'd call it, instead of my insides. Might make it easier to read too. There you can see, sending you a big squeeze. So then just putting that at the bottom looks pretty cute. And then at this point, I would probably want to add some kind of ribbon. You could, white would definitely make it pretty, but then you could also add some of this. It's just kind of adds another green. The metallic, and it's very tiny, like 1/8 inch. I guess it's ribbon or twine. It's very small in the Parakeet Party. So let me go ahead and tie that. There we are. And gather some scissors here. There we go. Maybe put that on the side. And then I'm just thinking that the next thing you'd probably want to do is add some pretty things. Oh gosh, let me not lay that in there. Hold on just a second. One thing I think is so funny about this purple stamp cleaner, I clean everything with it. So like that, I'm just going to run that across there and it'll be fine. Okay, so to finish this off, I would use some kind of a dark green or a light green color here. These are the in color ones. So I would probably use a couple of these, maybe the lightest ones, to just kind of add a little sprinkle of color onto the white. Maybe a darker green. Just kind of tie those together. So anyway, there is my total all color green card. And then I was thinking about using the petal pink with this. My problem with this one was just kind of thinking that I wanted to have these edges be colored and then also have the insides be colored. So to me, you know, my opinion, whatever, I thought it would be nice to make a grapefruit. You know, they're typically kind of ruby red or sometimes they're pink grapefruits. So I kind of thought that the petal pink made a nice one. So I'm going to use my petal pink here for my inside. And then I'm going to imagine my pale papaya for the outside, because lately I've decided that these kind of go together. So then I'm going to reach down and get my sponge daubers. Let's see here. I can't remember if this is, yeah, this is the one that has the petal pink in it. Okay, so look at my little story here. There's my petal pink, and it is my petal pink. So I'm just going to take this. Wait, did I do the right one? I better look. Pale papaya. Of course I did. Of course. What a silly girl. Okay, I'm going to just use this and kind of, okay, it wasn't very much. I'm going to get my petal pink on here and just kind of sponge dauber the insides. Try to show some restraint, not get it too dark, like I kind of did that one. Because you want that inside to be white, so that's probably like not ever going to be the place to start is on the inside. I'm going to move my card base so I don't make a mess. Actually, I have several of these. I think I'm just going to get a new one. I did a couple of these so I would be prepared. Just kind of going to do that. There, now I can leave the center one uncolored. But you can see that it's easy to give this some color. And then also not really need to try very hard. So I'm just kind of doing that around here. I'm getting a little bit on the edge, but trying not to worry about it. And I got a little in the center on that one. And I could probably sit and do this all night, trying to decide when to stop and how much more color to add. If you wanted to give this more depth of color, you could probably go back in with some one of our yellows, maybe So Saffron or Daffodil Delight, to give it a little more color. I'm going to go in with this, and I'm just going to go the papaya over this, and I'm hoping there will be enough contrast that it doesn't just read as the exact same color, which it may. What I'm using, this is a little cotton swab that comes to a point. So you have a lot of control over what you're doing with it. So that's why I'm doing this. Just kind of trying not to get very much on it. And this might have been a place I should have used the yellow instead. But, and actually, I don't think it matters. I think I'm going to go ahead and get a yellow, use the other side, and see if we like that contrast. So let's see. Let's try the Daffodil Delight first. I'm trying to think if I feel like it's possible that the color of the So Saffron might be too muddy, you know, because it's got a lot of brown in it. So I might, yeah, that's showing up really well because we're going so light on this that I think the yellow may be closer to what we want to do. Okay, that's turning out really nice. And I'll hold it up so you can see better in just a second. I apologize. I do like how the yellow has a lot of texture in it when you're going over the kind of dimpled parts of the citrus. Over that one. And honestly, I think I was so light-handed on the other, I can go over this with yellow as well. Now this one may just have to be an orange. It may not work as a yellow. But this one, on the other hand, is looking nice. You can see the color starting to come up on that. I'm going to get this one right here. There. Then I have these two. I have this one, of course, but then I have these two big oranges, and I really don't know how that's going to turn out. That may be a mess, or I may wish that I had used, I might want to use the Daffodil Delight Sponge Dauber. So let's give that a try real quick. Let's see if I have that here. Yes, I do. Okay. Did the right thing. I did what I intended to. I don't know if it's the right thing, but let me see where my other one is. I'm going to try it on this original one. Maybe we should do that every time I have one of these, is just try it on an original piece and just kind of, oh yeah, not too bad. Just going to kind of go in a circle. And then what I'm trying to do, where there's texture, I want to go back in sort of extra and add a little more in that spot especially. And leaving one spot kind of light, just kind of like as if that's where the sun is. I'll do this other one. Yeah, that might be the way to go on those spots. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. And since I'm using such a light base here, I think I'm going to want to use the soft sea foam. I know it's always a gamble with soft sea foam because you never know if it's really going to show up very well. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. Or maybe I am. It's not here. Where did it go? Who borrowed it? Who borrowed my soft sea foam? Just kidding. I know no one borrowed it. I've just misplaced it. What's under there? Oh, I was lucky, guys. There it is with a little strip of paper stuck to it. Yeah. It's really kind of sad that I didn't name myself the Messy Stamper because that would have been so accurate for me. Okay, there it is. I'm going to grab that one out of here. I guess I should put those back, but I might better wait because I might want to do a little more with them here in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to try to go soft over these guys. I want these leaves to be kind of pretty. I don't know if I can get any green on them at all. Again, maybe I should try with this. Okay, I got a little bit on there. Looks like I need to get out the ink refills, re-inkers, whatever, and get started on this one because it looks like it's kind of dry. Go over that. Okay, now it's kind of popping up. Hoping you can see it. Now, one thing you can do too, the same die that cut out the pieces in the middle, you can cut out this as well. And then I think you could probably line it up and put it on here as well and emboss afterwards. But I mean, it is so nicely embossed that I think it'll be fine, even if you just go ahead and cut it after you emboss. So here we are. Let's see. Now I can't decide if this is a drip here or if it's a leaf. So I guess I'll go ahead and go leaf, because that's kind of only the only choice I have. But I did catch it with a little bit of orange there, unfortunately. Just gonna kind of pop that around there. A little more color on this corner, and then here. It's possible I could have done a better job of planning where the green was going to be, just so that there would be more of it. You know, I love to use petal pink and soft seafoam. I like the peach and the seafoam green. It just looks really pretty together. Put a little more right here. Okay. Alrighty then. So there you can see I've pretty much got that almost as nice as I want it. I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I'm just going to kind of imagine some embellishments with this. Of course, we've had some beautiful pale pink ribbons in the past. You could also dye things the soft seafoam, but this petal pink is really pretty, and I think it would look really nice on here. You could do either a bow or just a little tie. And then I'm going to get my sentiment, just a second, and get my this. Oh, I think I got too long of a, okay, that was a poor choice. I wonder if this one will work. I don't think it fits on this one either. Wow, that is a long sentiment. Maybe I was supposed to have done this before I embossed, but then I'm like, how would I have read it? Okay, so how about have a zesty birthday? I think that will fit on there. To the side. Get my have a zesty birthday. I think it's fairly straight. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to use the pale pink, which is peach, of course. I'm going to ink it up really well. And then, oops, I'm going to have to look at it for myself. Sorry, I don't want to. I can't tell if I've got it well inked or not. So I'll have to gamble with this. It's not super great, but there you can see the little have a zesty birthday, and I think you can see how simple this card would be to put together. So easy. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one slantways so that I have my piece there. So I'm just gonna put this across, and I'm gonna cut this one straight, since that's what I would actually want at the bottom of this card. So get my adhesive, my Stampin' Seal, put that on here to hold my ribbon. And this is kind of an unusual look for a card that I usually don't have a card where it looks like the top of the card is, there's not really anything going on. I mean, it's just different. But I think that with this texture, it ends up looking really cute. All right, so there you can see, just kind of put it together real quick, and then we could either put it below or above. I kind of like it above. It's kind of like have a zesty birthday. Then you could also cut another little slice and put it right on the side of your sentiment. I think that would be probably about all the card needs, just enough to really get your attention. And then add some light colored embellishments. I could see adding some yellow, which we have several choices right now in the, let me see here, I'm trying to grab stuff. Here we are. Okay, you could add the pale papaya in the 2021-2023 in color opal rounds. That could be pretty. Might clash a little bit, but also you could add some of these little yellow flowers. And I think that could be cute. Now these are the, gosh, I got some smuts on that. Oh, it's actually some of the little pebbles. Fun Flowers resin shapes. So I think that would be really cute to add on there. Now this one, I'm gonna go back and steal my card base from the first card. I'm kind of bad, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that to make it have a contrast. And I've got to cut this, of course, again. Let's see here, I cut this end off, 1/4 inch. And I'll just eyeball those and call it good. What I wanted to show you with this was that it would be super cute to use these limes with the taco set. So you could go ahead and do it just like you would do for the taco set, except just add a lime background and make it that much more fun. So you could do the long time no taco. You could do a little sombrero wearing cactus. You could have your taco guy. Let's see here, I was looking for your little avocado girl. But this one, since it also comes with limes, I kind of thought this was like a cute way to use these, because it ties it together by using, you know, you've got this lime look, but then if you use several of these limes from the other set, like, because you know this set is not a line art. This is not a line art stamp. It's more of a oh, and I did want to not have the white edge on these. This is more of a stamp, you know, like a two-step stamping type stamp, whereas these are line art. So I was just thinking it would be cute to kind of line these up either along the bottom edge or the side edge, and I thought that that would add a cute look. You could even, I think even this little guacamole would be cute. Put him on there. Anyway, point being, just don't be afraid to try several different things together. So there, what I've done is put the cut off the chip a little bit like it's down in the guacamole dip. So that makes it easy. So there is a, and long time no taco, Miss Connie, is actually a thinking of you card. So you just kind of have your, I probably need a few more circles here to just kind of tie this together. But I think that would make a cute thinking of you card. Depending on why you were thinking of the person, it could be just the pick-me-up that they need for their day. So there's one other idea. And then finally, I just kind of wanted to put some aggressive colors with this. I don't know what my thing is right now with the aggressive colors, but I really do like them. So what I was thinking is using orange. And the reason I thought orange would be so great is you could make some like morning kind of cards, like some you can do it kind of cards, I was imagining. Okay, some pumpkin pie. And I just need the sky. And instead of the light green, I was imagining the parakeet party. Okay, and then I need, I don't think I ever made a parakeet party. So maybe I'll use my Granny Apple Green container. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just go through and lightly color these little garland type things, little leaves. And if it bothers you that it gets off a little bit, you can always use a Q-tip instead, because you definitely do have more control with a Q-tip or with one of the little pointed Q-tips that I have. And then, let's see. There we are. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm going to take the orange, and okay, let's see. And this one I probably should have went ahead and made a lemon like these other two. I just didn't think about it. So, oops, I gotta use a little bit more green. Put it right there. Okay. All right, then I'm gonna grab the daffodil. Here we are. Do those 2 lemons. I don't want these lemons to fade, so I'm kind of trying to add a little more to them. And then I could probably go back over this and lighten it up a little bit with my yellow. That makes a little more sense there. Okay, then I'm going to use my orange again. And yes, I definitely should probably have used there we go. Probably have used a Q-tip for this. Let's see if I've got any space left on that one. Maybe I should use the back side where it's green. I wonder if I'll smear anything. I really don't remember what I used this for. Not green yet, so maybe if I'm quick. There we go. Well, I will say that if you're not feeling very industrious, you kind of want to color, but you're not super into it, this is actually fairly relaxing. And I'm sorry, it's so relaxing that I'm forgetting to talk to you all. So that's kind of a funny one. I'm gonna go ahead and put some on this because I just kind of forgot it. And I do kind of think that putting a little bit of yellow on there would actually do nothing but help. And what I mean by that is just to make it look a little more realistic of an orange. Like, let's see there. Those oranges really aren't dark, dark orange. They have kind of some yellow in them. There. And hopefully I just haven't made it look like they're all one kind of fruit. I hope that I've made it appear that there are 2 different kinds. Who knows? I did my best. Okay, go ahead and close these up and get them out of the way. Now this does have, I should mention also, this does have some nice little little flowers that you can put in it. So I should turn it like this. And Meyer lemons are orange. That's true. You're exactly right, Linda. You could put these guys on there as well, and that would just add more pretty to your card. In that case, I think what I would do is just stamp these guys on there and then make a background that way. So that'll be another thing for me to try at some point. I won't make you sit and watch that because I do have it mounted on the Stamparatus, and I would have to go back and take it off, put it on a block, that kind of thing. But just imagining this with probably some green ribbon or some yellow ribbon. I think that would be a lot of fun. So I'm sorry this was kind of a simple one for me tonight. I didn't really think about how many steps there were to this. So I probably should have had some more ribbons colored, because I think that would be what really makes this card, is to see the pretty contrasting ribbon, and probably the one that we can dye so easily with our Stampin' blends. So, okay, so there's one. This is our one where we combined it with the taco. And then have our one where it's like a little grapefruits and lemons with the petal pink. If I've got that where you can even see it. It seems like there's shadows, guys. I'm sorry. And then our original one here with all of the bright, shiny limes that I thought were so cute. I'm sending you a big squeeze. Gosh, that is so silly. I love it. And I hope that you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.